Hi everyone, and thanks for making it along to my presentation today. If you don't already know me, my name is Alex Golick, and today we will be discussing behaviourism within the classroom. So let's start by discussing the actual theory. What is behaviourism theory? Well, according to McLeod from Simply Psychology, there are three main theorists: Ivan Pavlov, John Watson, and B.F. Skinner. These theorists conducted various studies in order to develop the key concepts of behaviourism theory. Behaviourism is a theory of learning based on the idea that all behaviours are acquired through conditioning. According to Pavlov, the conditioning of a student occurs through interaction with the environment, and that our environment therefore shapes our actions. Cherry from Very Well Mind states that any person can potentially be educated to perform any task regardless of their genetic background, personality traits, and internal thoughts. So, some key concepts of the theory include the view that the learner starts off on a clean slate and that their behaviour is shaped through positive or negative reinforcement, and that both the positive and negative reinforcement will increase the likelihood that the behaviour will occur again. An example to consider would be a teacher providing their students with classroom money in order to purchase special classroom treatments, including extensions on homework or free time. If a student behaves in a way that is unacceptable, the money will then be removed. This links to Skinner's notion that a child makes an association between a particular behaviour and a consequence, otherwise known as operant conditioning. It is my belief that in order to be a successful teacher to our young students is being able to reflect on your own learning experiences. Betty and Germain, through Simply Good Teaching Journal, state that for effective teaching practice, a teacher needs to consider transformation and change, critical thinking with reflection, and a vision for a better and brighter future for our students we are teaching. Reflecting on my own learning experience as a student in regards to behaviourism theory, my grade 7 teacher stands out to me by changing my mindset of maths from negative to positive. Through positive reinforcement and prize conditioning, through the form of the maths game shootout, my teacher was consistent in praising me rather than focusing on where I was failing. My behaviour transformed significantly from becoming destructive during maths time to engaged and excited to learn. It is a strong value of mine that we as teachers need to ensure that a student's environment is a positive and welcoming space where support is provided. Teachers need to take consideration of and encourage all learning types. As a teacher, I need to ensure my students feel safe and that they are a valued member of the classroom, regardless of their level and rates of learning. This in turn will assist in creating positive teacher-student relationships, and it is my belief that if this can be achieved, that students will show more drive and integrity to maximise their learning potential. So, given that behaviourism is based on the assumption that all learning occurs through interactions with the environment and the environment shapes a student's behaviour, this opens up some space for debate. An example may be that a teacher is focused on getting the students to read 20 pages of a chosen novel every day, and this behaviour may be reinforced with a sticker or a prize. The student may adapt to this environment quickly, however the environment of the classroom may consist of students that are destructive to classroom property or may speak rudely to the teacher. Therefore, the student is adapting to a negative classroom environment, even though they are continuing to read their 20 pages a day. So how do we implement this in the classroom positively? Well, as teachers, we need to ensure that we have a set of rules and guidelines of acceptable and unacceptable behaviours that is explained to our students early on. This in turn will provide the students with a structure and consistency. It will develop positive and negative reinforcement system that will work for your classroom. An example you can do of this could be that students each have a sticker chart, and a sticker is provided to each student that displays good manner and behaviour that is above the standard. Each student that has a minimum 5 stickers is then able to have free iPad time on a Friday afternoon. However, if a student displays negative behaviours, a sticker is then taken away and those students do not have the same privilege. Providing students with a warning rule for any negative behaviour will allow that student to then reflect on their behaviour and their understanding of their own response and allow them to another chance to display that positive behaviour. In conclusion, I feel as if my values and beliefs do align with behaviourism. However, there needs to be more focus on the bigger picture and individual needs of each student. Behaviourism is a strong theory in order to provide a consistent message to our students in the classroom, and it sets the standards for our teacher expectations. However, as teachers, we need to ensure we are focusing on the whole classroom environment and not just the behaviour management strategy or goal that we put into place. So thank you for coming today and listening to my thoughts through my presentation today. I hope that you are able to take this information with you back into the classroom.